Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this stone shot medley. This dive here took place in Catalina a handful of years ago. Not a lot of kelp on the surface at that time, and so I had to dive a little deep. This is about 50 feet. I remember I had to pass the thermocline already, so it was a little chilly. Looking in the kelp for some calico, quietly taking my time, and sure enough, find this guy kind of underneath this archway, staring at me. Wasn't going to turn, so I took the shot. Turns to the side, lights out, taking a nap, stoked. So this was good. He was a decent size, and time to go check it out on the surface. You can see how beautiful the water was and how clear it was. And take a look, right in the noggin. Instant sleepy. Perfect. This dive was in Santa Cruz. Dropping kind of deep along this drop off, as you can see. I had seen something from the surface, and when I get down here I realize it's a huge sheephead, so I decide to take him. Pop. Right in the noggin. I was really surprised to see this guy swimming out in the open like that. Let's take another look. Ooh. So, I don't shoot too many sheephead. They're great for ceviche, but they're so great for our reefs and such, eating urchins that destroy our kelp forests. But look at the size of this guy. And, yep, shot to the brain. By the way, this guy was 20 pounds, my personal best sheephead. It's awesome. On this dive, my buddy and I are fairly close to each other. And you can tell it's horrible visibility. You can see the particulate in the water. So, what does that mean? Yep, you guessed it. White sea bass hunting. It's a fairly shallow bottom. And there's a decent amount of current all over the place. So I'm looking around, Viz is like 10 to 15 at best. But as I peer and look, I look up and I see a silhouette. And I realize that's a white sea bass. And he's big enough. So I instinctively aim for the head and I pull the trigger. And this happened pretty quick. So let's count in real time from when I see it to when I shoot. 1001, 1002, 1003. Boom. And I wasn't sure I hit it because nothing pulled on my line right away. And then obviously as I swam, I definitely hit him. He's getting a suntan on the bottom of the ocean. And there's my buddy. Give him the thumbs up. Point down to my fish. And get some air. And it happened so quick, I'm still in shock. I look down. Yep, there's my fish. There's my buddy. Totally stoked. And, it wasn't the biggest white sea bass, but man, delicious nonetheless. And the other thing was I was stoked because now I can stop white sea bass hunting. This last dive I'm going to show you is from the warm waters of last summer. We were out paddy hopping, and here camped out between two small paddies. And there was a school of what we call rat yellowtail, or small yellowtail, around here. So we were still looking around for something bigger, because you never know. And when I was looking in the school, I realized there was a trailing fish that was a little bigger and looking a little different. And then I realized that's a mahi-mahi. Yes. Oh, my wife makes killer fish tacos, and this guy was coming home with me. When I pull him up, I realize, holy smokes, this guy is like half and half color. Right at the shot. So you can see he's white with blue stripes and dots on the front, and kind of that, green and yellow on the back. It's wild. Never seen that before. So I put him out. This is what we call this braining. And then I quickly cut the gills to bleed them out. This is best preserves the meat flavor and taste. And get to take him home. Later I found out when I filleted him up that my shot broke his spine. And you can see he couldn't send any more signals to change color past that broken spine portion. It was pretty crazy. Hey, thank you very much for joining me on this Stone Shot medley. See you next time and dive safe.